What's going on, guys? It's NYPrepper here, and I'm driving in the heart of the Catskill Mountains in upstate New York right now. And I'm in the middle of nowhere, as you can see, driving on a dirt road. And one thing you'll notice is that it's extremely dark outside. I think that a lot of preppers, they don't understand how dark the world will be after an EMP or a collapse of society. You know, once society collapses and there's no electricity, and you know, there's a grid down situation either from an EMP or you know, whatever, you know, it's going to be extremely dark. Okay, and you know, the thing is that we're so accustomed to, you know, even like when you go to your local town or your city, you have street lights, you have houses that have lights on in their house and outside of their house. You know, so there's always some light, you know, even if you're in the middle of the night, you know, and you go outside your house, you know, unless you live in a very secluded area like this, there's always some ambient light, you know, because you have houses nearby, you have, you know, people have porch lights on, they have lights in front of their house, their windows, you know, from their house, they have lights inside. And what that does is it creates ambient light everywhere, you know. So we're so accustomed to always having this ambient light at night, you know, whether it's street lights or your neighbor's lights outside. But you know, after a grid down situation and you know, everything collapses, it's going to be very dark outside. And you know, you better make sure that you have appropriate equipment in case you need to provide light. You know, light is essential for a lot of things, and you know, that's one thing that we take for granted in our society today is, you know, light. Simple thing like light. You know, we're so used to just always having light. And so make sure, you know, that you guys have enough flashlights and batteries and sources of light, you know, lanterns. You know, you can get battery lanterns or kerosene lanterns, or you know, but you definitely want to have lights, flashlights, plenty of flashlights. And you know, the world is going to be a very, very dark place, just like you see here. And you won't have to go into very secluded areas in order for it to be dark like this. You know, even big cities like New York are going to be pitch black, and you're not going to be able to see anything. And that's where having a light is going to be critical. Now, another thing too is, for security reasons, you also don't want to light up, you know, your location like a Christmas tree. All right, because if, let's say, you're in a big city like Manhattan, and you turn on your lantern, you know, you're going to give away your position. People are going to be able to see you from miles away. All right, you're talking about a pitch black city or a pitch black town. You know, somebody turns on a flashlight, it's going to give away your position. So you have to also make sure that you practice good light discipline, and you don't just start, you know, lighting up your location like a Christmas tree, because you don't know who's going to be out there. There's going to be a lot of, you know, psychopathic people and desperate people that are going to try to, you know, maybe take your resources from you or attack you or, you know, whatever, rape you. So, you know, you don't want to just light up your location like a Christmas tree. You want to have some good light discipline, you know. So, you know, I kind of just wanted to do a quick video on that, because I don't see many people talking about it. You know, so just make sure you have enough lights. Another thing you're going to want to, besides flashlights, is you're also going to want night vision equipment and thermals. Definitely want to save up your money and get yourself some, either a night vision or a thermal or both. I personally prefer thermal vision over night vision, just because thermal vision can do a lot of what a night vision camera can, but it can do a whole lot more, you know, than night vision. But that's just me. But you know, night vision and thermal is very good to have for SHTF when things go dark and entire cities descend into darkness. You know, the night vision and thermal will be a huge survival tool, and it will really help you tremendously, especially for security. You know, having thermal will really help you a lot at night, because you can quickly scan areas to see if there's any possible bad guys hanging around in the dark somewhere. And if you're in a rural area like this, in the middle of nowhere, you know, having a thermal is good too, because if there's any wildlife that could be a threat to you, you can scan the area with your thermal to see if there's any possible bears or coyotes or wolves, whatever, cougars. So just wanted to mention that. You know, multiple flashlights, because remember, flashlights burn out. Eventually flashlights break down, just like anything else. The bulbs inside of your flashlight have a limited life expectancy, so you know, the bulb can break, you can drop it, you can lose it. You know, so you want to have multiple flashlights, you know, many flashlights for a long-term you know, grid down scenario. And what I like to do is I like to get filters in my flashlights. I keep red filters, and the red filter on the flashlight, number one, it preserves my night vision, because red is not as harsh on your night vision. The color red has scientifically been proven to preserve your night vision a lot more than any other color of light, especially white light. White light is the worst for night vision. And you know, but secondly, you know, red light also conceals your location. It doesn't provide this bright white, you know, light that people can see from miles away. So I highly recommend you guys get enough red flashlights, red lanterns. If you guys ever noticed my lanterns, they're all red color, or they have a mode where I can put red light on, all right? Because I don't want to just light up my location like a Christmas tree and broadcast to everybody around where I'm gonna be or where I am. So, you know, and psychologically, I think too, it's gonna be something that you would need to really get accustomed to, you know, because, you know, getting accustomed to that darkness, you know, and not being able to see anything anywhere you go, that's going to be psychologically, you know, shocking for a lot of people. And you know, for tactical purposes, you know, you're going to definitely need to have appropriate equipment to operate when it's pitch black everywhere. And you know, again, you don't want to broadcast your location to everybody. So you know, that's pretty much it for this video. So thanks for watching. Stay safe, take care, God bless, and don't forget the 3 P's: prepare, practice, and persevere.